There's also still things happening in this country that feels like the ACLJ from the 1980s and the 1990s. But this one is happening right now, and this is a government attorney, a government lawyer. Like, I know that's not a great way to start. A lot of you are going to go, ugh, Logan, don't even continue. But you know what? They got rights too. The government lawyer, among a smattering of things on his desk, including a Grogu, a Baby Yoda, and a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, he happened to have a Bible open on his desk that he could reflect to during his break times. And of course, that was enough for not only complaints, but to get reprimanded.
That's right. And this is a public defender in New York for a county. And we've had to send a legal demand on his behalf because here's what happened. He had this Bible on his desk. There's no issue with that, legally, constitutionally. However, a supervisor actually orchestrated an entire situation where had another individual go and cause a scene about complaining about this. So the supervisor had a fellow employee barge into our client's office and loudly demand the Bible be removed. Our client respectfully requested that any directive come in writing, and that request did not lead to a civil discussion about the law. Instead, the supervisor then escalated it, stormed into the office, picked up the Bible, demanded it need to go, cited vague concerns about clients seeing it, even though it wasn't in view of the clients. And in an effort to comply and de-escalate, our client actually moved it to a less visible place, but didn't remove the Bible. And then when he reiterated to the supervisor the willingness to accommodate reasonable concerns, but formally requested a religious accommodation to keep his Bible there under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. Now, remember, this is a lawyer they're dealing with, and he's citing law. Well, that didn't solve it. They actually did a formal reprimand that goes into our client's file permanently, citing vague performance deficiencies and claiming that his conduct had been unduly disruptive. And they warned in the directive to refrain from having any Bible or religious text open and visible when meeting with clients or even fellow staff members. So, reaches out to the ACLJ. We have sent this formal demand saying that we want them to remove this from his file, this issue,
Look,
this reprimand.
You can tell this is not going to be fun. These are people who are hostile to his beliefs, to his faith, by just having a Bible on his desk. That was somehow too much for people to handle. You couldn't, I'm sure if you walked past it, you felt something? I'm sure you did. Sure you did. Because that is what happens when you have the power of the Word of God. When you walk past it, you may look at it and go, okay, I can't take this anymore. We've seen that with a lot of these atheist groups. I can feel the presence of a cross in here, and therefore, because I'm an atheist, it shouldn't be here. Well, I'm feeling you know why you're feeling the presence of that cross, and I feel like it's probably the same for this guy's Bible. You ever walked into any hotel room, any hospital, whatever, you feeling that same way? I'm sure you are. Look, the ACLJ is taking action right now. Will said, we filed a demand right now, said you take care of this right now. And if you don't, by the way, we're suing you, we're going to court. And guess who's probably going to win? Probably us, unless you have some sort of crazy court system. Because most people understand, normal, decent human people understand that your religious rights are not given up. Your religious freedom is not given up because of where you work or who you work for. There are rules and regulations, sure. There are things you can and can't do at work, of course. Is one of those on your break time, read the Bible? I don't think so. I don't think the government can say that. And we're going to make sure that that is true. We are so excited to announce the ACLJ's brand new app, completely redesigned to provide you with the best tools available to partner with us at the ACLJ. You can watch the daily Secular program, sign the petitions, customize your ACLJ membership experience, donate with the click of a button, and receive up-to-the-minute critical updates that the mainstream media can't censor. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to your phone's app store, search ACLJ, and click install. It's that simple.